Alright guys, welcome to my first Sims 2 build in my channel, and today I decided I was going to be really ambitious and build I say today, but this was actually built like a month or two ago, probably like 2 months ago now. I can check out the date actually. Am I going to? Yes. Give me though like 3 seconds to actually find. I have so many tabs open, this is ridiculous. Okay, so I have it in my art slideshow. So I say that I made it today, but I made it on April 27th, and today we are June 8th. So it's been a while since I've completed this project, but I decided I was going to do a mansion and be really, extravagant with it, just really go out there. And you see here that I'm making like this extra little like room. It's sort of like the attic part. That actually gets like kind of interesting later on, so like stick around for that. So actually, I wasn't actually planning originally on filming and recording this, but as I started building the shell to the house, I was like, wait, this is gonna be a really long project, and I might actually, I might actually make a YouTube video out of this. Like, this might be fun. Like, we might actually turn this into something. So I decided I was gonna do that. And this house took me so long. I think I built the entire thing in 2 days, and in those 2 days I had spent 8 hours on it. Wait, no, I spent 1 day. I spent 1 day building this house, and it took me 8 hours. And then the next day, this is where I'm confused, the next day I built the gardens, but I don't think I have the video footage for that. But the next day I built the gardens, which is like next to it. It's a whole separate lot, and the reason why it's a separate lot is because there's a wedding arch, and I kind of wanted other Sims to be able to use that wedding arch, not just the family who lives there, because in The Sims 2 you actually can't visit other Sims residential lots. You're kind of restricted to your own residential lot, and you can go out to community lots. So that's part of the reason why I made it on a different lot. It was a community lot, but it's like right next to it, and you're supposed to believe that it's like the gardens to the same household. But the other reason why I decided I was going to do that was because this mansion is built on the biggest lot type, and I actually can't go any bigger than this, and I used up the entire space. I don't know how I did it. It was the first time I've ever done this in The Sims 2. I've always kind of wanted to try building on the biggest lot type in The Sims 2, but I've always like built a little shack in the center, and then the rest is just empty space. So I've tried multiple times, and I've always wanted to build a mansion in The Sims 2. Like, this is a thing that I've just wanted to do for, I don't know, since so long ago, because I've been playing The Sims 2 like basically since I was out of the womb, so it's been a while. And yeah, like, I'm always just continuing to improve my building skills, so I think this is like a really big milestone for me, being able to build like such a massive house in The Sims 2. Like, I don't, like, this is unparalleled. I've never seen this before. So yeah, this house, if I'm not mistaken, has, let's count how many rooms it has. It has the master bedroom, which is upstairs, and it's the only bedroom that's upstairs. It's got about three en-suites that are downstairs. Then it's got the nursery. Oh, here you've got a little video of the front of the house. Then it's got, okay, so it's got the master bedroom, it's got the 3 en-suites, it's got a teenager room, it's got a nursery. So basically that's like 7 rooms. Like, yeah, that's a lot of rooms. So yeah, since we're in quarantine, I decided I was gonna take on this massive project, because why not? I'm not really spending my time doing jokes. Not spending my time doing anything. Oh my god, this is a long video. I think I'm gonna like have to separate this into 2 parts. But I say that I'm not doing anything better, but literally I have schoolwork I need to do, and as I'm recording this, as I'm doing the voiceover, I'm not doing my homework that is due in a couple days. So I also have like missed out on a bunch of deadlines, so like my scholarships and stuff for uni. Yeah, kind of missed out on those. Also, I wanted to apply for employment insurance, because if you guys didn't know, I'm a lifeguard, and because of the coronavirus, I've been let go. I kind of wanted to apply for employment insurance, and then I got through the entire the entire process of applying. I did the entire application process. And then when it said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I was like, let me think about it. So I left for 3 days, and apparently after 3 days, your entire process just gets thrown out of the window. So I also haven't done that. So I'm kind of thriving right now. As you see right here, I'm applying the carpets in the floors section instead of an actual like carpet, which I normally really don't do. But there weren't any carpets that were big enough to fit in this living room area, like this front living room area. There weren't any carpets that were big enough, and I was like, how do I get past this? Because normally, like if you play in The Sims 2, you can size things up and size things down, and you can get like just big carpets doing that. In The Sims 3, there's just big carpets to begin with, but in The Sims 2, all the carpets are really small. So like, why is that? So I decided I was just gonna go into the carpeting sections in the flooring, and I was able to figure it out that way. So that's pretty innovative of me, not gonna lie. I think I did a pretty good job. Oh man. Okay, so here's another little funny tale to tell you guys. Okay, I don't know, like, should I be embarrassed about this? Okay, so, oh, okay, I guess I just left for a moment there, but I've lost my train of thought. Why do I do this all the time? Oh, right. So I've been building, as you can see, the mansion for a little while. We're 6 minutes into the video. I've been building the mansion for a long time. Considering this is 8 times the speed, you can assume that I have already spent so far at least an hour. At least an hour? At least an hour. Let me do what is the 40? Hold on. Why am I having so much? Please don't make me do math right now. Okay, 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 is 24, times 2 is... Yeah, I spent at least an hour. The worst part is this is actually making it into the final cut, because I don't know how to like pause the video as I'm recording. So I'm just like, I'm rambling as the video plays on my screen, and that's like the best thing, that's the closest I know how to do this. Oh, do you hear that? That's my little phone doing a little ringer. Oh, I've lost my train of thought again. Anyways, what are we doing? What are we doing now? Building the little bar area, that's really cool. I was having a little bit of trouble figuring out what I was going to do in that area. Like this entire sort of living room area, it's just so massive, and the stairs kind of cut it up awkwardly, I felt. And like especially with the pillars, I don't know, like I'm not accustomed to building massive houses. And once I was done building this mansion, I went hello, is something gonna move? I went straight to building another massive house right next to it. So I mean, I did a lot of building in a really short time frame. And yeah, sometimes if you can see like just pausing, it's probably since I just like leave for a bit, or I just like check my phone. I go to grab a snack, you know how it is. So yeah. Oh, was I saying that I was trying to... Oh, right, okay, I've come back to my original train of thought. I was having a lot of trouble dividing up that room, but I think I did kind of a good job in the end when I had the bar area there, and then I had sort of like the living room area with the fireplaces. Like, I think I did that part pretty well. I think I also have like... Yeah, I have other fireplaces on the other side that sort of kind of mirror the fireplaces on the left side, on the left wing, as you can see. But it's like not quite a mirror. Also, with the stairs, Kate, this is how you're supposed to do basements in The Sims 2, is you're supposed to do a foundation and then build below the foundation, like into the foundation, and the floor is supposed to be terrain edited down. That way you can fit another like wall underneath. And so the problem you have with that is you absolutely need a space in which the ground, the terrain from outside goes from sort of level with the house and goes down to sort of level with the basement floor. So that means that you can't have the walls that just go straight up from the basement to the main floor. You have to have that 1 block gap. So it creates sort of troubles when you're trying to build like stairs, for example, because you can't have the stairs flat along a wall, or you can have like a wall that divides the house in half or something, right? And then build the stairs along that wall. But the problem is that you can't have them on like on an edge, like on the extremity of a wall in The Sims. At least in The Sims 2. Like The Sims 3 actually has basements, and The Sims 4 actually has basements. Like it's integrated into the game. But in The Sims 2, this was always your workaround. You always had to build the basements beneath, inside the foundation. So yeah, I always thought that was kind of interesting. It's an interesting little trick, considering that basements were never actually integrated into the gameplay for The Sims 2, and yet we were still able to like figure out how to do it. Like, of course, I didn't come up with this. I went on YouTube when I was like 8 and searched up tutorials on how to build basements in The Sims 2. But yeah. So, of course, we're building another little, you know, a activity room, a little leisure room, if you will. And I have these bookshelves kind of placed everywhere because I kind of struggle filling up the space, but I figured you can't go wrong with too many books. Here we go, we're pausing again, probably checking our phone. Or grabbing a snack. It seems like it's taking a while, we're not even saving, like... Okay, well now you have like a really nice view of the house. You can see the pool in the back. We even have a helicopter trackpad. Trackpad? No, that's for mice, right? Like the computer mice. Oh, helicopter landing. Hello? Is anyone gonna... Wow, I really just left this on play, didn't I? Here I am. Hello. Welcome back, guys, to another video of the house build, because it's been so long that I forgot we were doing this. Okay, and that, oh my god, that photo of like the skunk, like the very modest skunk, I love those photos in The Sims 2. I want to paint them in real life, and I think that's going to be my next art project. Also, okay, so I have so much room on this side of the house, and as you can see, I was trying to figure out what to do with it, because I already had so much room everywhere else in the house, right? It's a mansion, and I'm like, you can only fill up so much room in a Sims 2 mansion, right? So of course, I decided to add another staircase to divide up the room. It's like right in the middle though, so of course it makes it awkward again. But I think it kind of works. And then I think for this side of the house, I was planning on building like a kids play area, because in the backyard, if you can't tell, I don't really have that much space. Like, even considering that this is the biggest lot type in the game, I didn't really have that much space to build the backyard up, you know what I mean? I have the space for like a nice pool, a nice helicopter landing pad, but I didn't have any space for like a kids play area. But like, don't worry, I crammed it in there. I decided I was going to put a gym in this area instead. And this gym configuration really like confused me. Like like you can see right now, I'm trying to put in like the kids play area. I was planning on doing like an indoor kids play area because I didn't really have any space outdoors, and I didn't know what to fill up the space indoors with. So you can tell I was really desperate at this moment. But yeah, I was having so much trouble figuring out the configuration for the gym. Like, I change it multiple times. I have it set up one way, then I change it to a different way, and then I add another TV, and then I remove like a biking thing. Oh, fun fact about those biking cycles. Fun fact about those in The Sims 2, your Sims will actually like bike on those until they're on the verge of death. So like until they pass out or until they die of starvation, like your Sims will stay on those. So I figured that out the hard way when I bring my Sims to university and I try and increase their athletic skill. That's actually what I use, because they stay on it for the longest time, because apparently they just don't get tired of biking, so they just stay on it until they are basically dead. And I think it's kind of useful in that situation, because it doesn't mean that you need to have their needs up to like perfect, like all the way up, because for the rest of the machines their needs have to be pretty high up. But for those bikes, your Sims can just go until they drop. Like, it's no problem for them. So yeah, that's a fun fact if ever you play The Sims 2, which actually about The Sims 2, I don't know if you can get it anymore, but it was free on Origin a couple of years ago. But I don't know if you can get it anymore. I know that if you have one of the Sims 2 CDs, if you have any one of them, any CD, so if you have the base game or if you have sort of an expansion pack, you can contact EA Help Support, I think it is, or Origin Help, something along those lines. You can contact them and ask for the Ultimate Edition, because that's what I did, and they gave it to me, so really thankful for that, because I didn't actually have all the expansion packs. At one point I had Open for Business, but then for some reason I had lost it. I haven't seen it since like over 10 years ago, I think. So it's been a long time. Oh, here we go. We're adding a compost bin in the kitchen. I think that was a nice addition, because I always put the compost bins outside, and I was like, wow, how innovative of me to put the compost bin in the kitchen. I was just like, never been done before. I am so innovative. No one has ever done this before. I don't copy real life copies me, kind of thing, you know what I mean? So anyways, we're back down into the basement. You can see my struggle with trying to divide up this basement, because here's the thing. Because we have that sort of 1 block gap, the frame of the basement, the 1 block gap between the outdoors and the inside, the frame of the basement is shaped so weirdly, and it has so much, like, especially with where the staircases go. Oh, I had so much trouble with the basement. But yeah, so the basement actually has where, hold on, what did I just say? The basement holds most of the en-suites. So it has, okay, yeah, I can count from here. I've got the 1, 2, oh, I forgot about the coffin en-suite. So I've got the 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 en-suites, and then the teenage room, which is the one that we're looking at right now, and then I've got the coffin room for a vampire, if we had a vampire in here. And oh yeah, oh, I think I'm going back to the thought train that I had probably like 10 minutes ago now. I'm building this mansion. Yeah, I never finished this thought train. Why am I like this? I was building this mansion, right? Slash, I'm looking at me building the mansion right now. And I have a couple of videos for The Sims 2 Let's Play filmed, but I was like not planning on uploading them for whatever reason. I might try that again, because I do enjoy making videos, even though they're pretty low quality because I never edit them, but you get the point, you get the point, you get the point. So I thought it was pretty funny that I'm gonna be, slash, I think it's pretty funny that I'm gonna be uploading a massive house build, like a mansion, in The Sims 2, and I'm gonna upload that instead of like uploading any type of Let's Play in The Sims 2. Like, this is the first Sims 2 video you're seeing of me, and most people will be like, wouldn't you prefer building a house in The Sims 4? Here's the thing, The Sims 2 has its charm, you know, its uniqueness. It's got the nostalgia, like the little electro flux machine that you see, like the circular workout machine. Wow. It was immaculate. It was never before seen. Everyone loved it. It was amazing. It was fabulous. Like, oh, I can't express how much I love this game. This game, I've grown up on this game. This game is my heroine, okay? Okay, so now that you understand me, you can understand why I play The Sims 2 and I build The Sims 2. It's actually really different from The Sims 4 in the sense that you can't just move entire lots away. You can't move entire lots away. You can't drop a fence onto a wall kind of thing. You'd have to actually delete the wall and then add the fence. And even like the wall painting is different, because when you do a wall painting, it'll paint as far as it can go all along that wall, whereas in The Sims 4, if you try and like paint an entire wall, it paints the wall of that entire room. So even if the room is like divided up, if you paint the outdoor, like the exterior of that room, it'll paint the entire exterior. If you have different wall paints, even if you press shift, it'll just override those other wall paints and it'll take precedence. So there's something so endearing about The Sims 2 building features and just about the entire gameplay in general. I literally love The Sims 2 gameplay, and I'm so happy I got it to work. And because I finally got it to work, and it wasn't working for me for the longest time, and I was so heartbroken. It wasn't working since I was in grade 10, and now I'm in grade 12, so it didn't work for at least 2 years and a half, which were really hard 2 years and a half of my life, because The Sims 2 is just it's just my baby. It just brings me to my happy place, you know? Like, people have their happy place. Well, The Sims 2 is my happy place, and, well, The Sims in general, but The Sims 4 is kind of frick up, it kind of doesn't do the best job at being having that like special quality about it, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, so overall I much prefer The Sims 2 gameplay and The Sims 3 gameplay and The Sims 2 building and The Sims 3 build. Actually, no, building in The Sims 4 is a lot of fun. I do really enjoy building in The Sims 4. The aesthetics in The Sims 4, amazing. Hello, those are beautiful, beautiful worlds. But yeah, just building in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 is also so unique and so beautiful. There's just something so nice to it. I just love it so much. But as for gameplay, I can 100% without a doubt say The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 did it better. So, I'm kind of leaving The Sims 1 out of the situation, but the fact of the matter is The Sims 1 was out, like, before I was out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I never really got the chance to play The Sims 1 because I was in fetal development and I was growing in the womb. So, here we are, we're building the blue room. It's kind of a funky little accent room to the rest of the house. I put this jacuzzi over top the blue room and I was like, I wonder if the big, like, you know how you can't just, like, if you have a jacuzzi above a floor, you kind of need space below it. That way the water can be held in like a tank where you sit in. You know what? I'm trying my best to explain it, but you know what I mean, right? I think you get my point. So the jacuzzi would have that kind of bulb underneath it, right? And I was checking to see if it would go into the blue room, and then I checked and I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like The Sims 2 is weird like that. Like you won't see the bulb from underneath. It'll just be like it creates space kind of thing. So you can have it from over top and the Sims can sit in it from the top. But when you look at the bottom, like it's suddenly not there kind of thing. Like I thought it was going to be that type of situation. But when I went to go take photos later on of this house, I realized it's not that simple. As soon as I went into the tab mode and went to go take photos, I noticed that there was this massive bulb, and I was like, I completely forgot I had put in the jacuzzi, and I was like, well, why is there just a massive bulb in the blue room? Like, I don't remember putting this in. What is it supposed to be? What is it supposed to signify? Is this a sign? Like, is my game corrupt? I don't know. Yeah. Fun fact, The Sims 2 is more advanced than I thought it was, and it will actually leave that bulb there. You know what I mean? I need to stop saying that. I don't have anything to say, so I just go on and I immediately go to, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Anyways, this episode is getting really long, and I'm getting really out of breath, so this is a workout. But I do really enjoy making these sort of commentary videos, so yeah, this is part 1 of my mansion build, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Because if you did, if you watched the entire way through, which is literally unheard of on my channel, if you watched the entire way through, leave a little comment so I know, because I'm convinced people get into the first minute and then they go, not really into it. So yeah, leave me a comment if you've made it to the end, because that'll literally make my day so much better. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright, bye. I say episode. In the next speed build, in the part 2 of the speed build, yeah? Okay, bye.